In this video, we're going to be looking at accessing the course material and getting to the Newton site. What does it look like? How do you pay for it? If you haven't already, you may have gone to the bookstore. They should have had a card or a code that you got from the Riverland bookstore where you're able to use any financial aid or anything like that. But if you're just purchasing it right now, then this is how you do it. So on the D2L site, there is a link here, a slideshow on how to access the course material. So I'm going to click on this. I didn't develop this. This is from Newton Alta, or Alta. Not sure how they pronounce it. Probably Alta. So when you're getting there, you need a course link. So you're going to get a course link from your instructor. That's me. And if you look at the D2L site, there's a course link right here. And so that's the link that you click on to access the material. I'm not going to click on it right now. So you click on that, and it should prompt you to create an account. So you create your own account. They recommend, and I'll recommend, that you use your school email address. But I don't think it really matters. So use your school email address just so you don't get lots of spam mail and stuff like that from them on your personal account. You create your own password that you'll use to sign in, and then you log in. From there, if you've used that code, so if you've used this course link and you set up your account, it should take you to a site where you can see all the lessons, all the tests, you can see all the material. I believe that it shows you everything, but you can't click on anything. It won't let you access the material, it won't let you look at the instruction, it won't let you look at any of that stuff until you click at the top where it says purchase. So you do need to click purchase before you can do anything on that site. But I believe you can see everything and when it's due and all that other stuff, but you can't do it. Your options for purchase, you have 3 different options. Well, I guess really 2 different options unless you went through the bookstore. There's a monthly plan and a one-time purchase plan. The one-time purchase is $44, as you can see here, and you have 2 years of access. So if you believe that you're going to have another course that uses Newton, you might want to do that. This is your choice. I have no stake in this. The monthly plan, remember that the class starts on June 3rd and it ends on July 26th. So I'll let you figure out the math there because it's math. And you can decide which plan you want to do. And that'll be your choice, how you want to pay for that. If you did get, I'll go back, if you did get a code from the bookstore, you'd enter your code over here. That's where you do that. Then once you've done that, you can start. You can access everything. You can start the lessons, and I'll show you what that looks like. You can start tests, all that fun stuff. I'm going to show a better example of this here in a second for our class in particular, in terms of where you get the actual instruction and not just the problems and what that looks like. So I'm gonna get out of the PowerPoint here in just a minute. If you see something like a typo, or if on your personal computer you can't read something, there is a spot here where it says content feedback. This does not go to me. I don't see anything you add here. So if you're like, I don't like this problem, I won't see that, but Newton will. And so if you see a typo or if you see something that isn't correct and it needs to be explained, this over here is where you can add that, but that's feedback for the company, and that doesn't go to me. Same thing here, if you have technical issues, I may not be, and probably not going to be the best person to ask technical questions to about not about the math, but about the software and about your computer, and you are struggling accessing this particular thing on your computer. I'm not going to be a whole lot of help. However, Newton does have a little chat on the bottom, and I'll show you what that looks like too, where you can talk to somebody from Newton, and they'll be able to do some technical assistance. They probably won't be able to help you with your math too much, and they might, but I'd be a better access point for that. They're going to help you with the technical stuff. Okay, so Alta, the idea is that it saves you time and more targeted learning. And where that comes in is you can try the problems over and over and over again, and it just regenerates new questions. So you don't see the exact same problem over and over again. You get new ones every time, and it kind of gives you a range of how many questions you have to get right to get 100% on the lesson. It'll say something like if you get 4 to 16 questions right, which looks weird. But if you get the first 4 questions right, they've assessed you on everything. You got it. You understand. If you get one wrong, then they're going to make a new one, and so on and so on. And so the way it's set up, I believe, is if you get a question wrong, it gives you a new question like it. If you get that question wrong, it's going to give you a new question like it. But eventually, it's going to revert back. And Newton has classes in pre-calculus, college algebra, algebra 2. So eventually, it starts to build back and back and back until you get into a lower course, because it knows you need some remediation. As the course goes on, if you get to like the 6th unit, it might revert you back to a question from the 3rd unit or the 4th unit to refresh your memory on some of those things. So as you get questions wrong, it doesn't just give you new questions of the same thing over and over again. It starts to revert back. And it says, well, you obviously are missing something from a previous class or previous unit. Let's go back to that. Which means if you guess, because some of them are multiple choice, if you just guess and guess and guess and click, it doesn't help you. Because it's not just going to keep giving you new questions of the same thing. It's going to give you older problems. And then you have to work your way back up. So don't just guess. Do the work, ask for help, email, send a message through Newton and say, okay, I'm stuck on this problem. And you can go from there. Okay, I'm going to go to the Newton site, and I'm running out of time, I think, on my video, so I'm going to hurry up. I'm going to pretend I'm a student, so it won't look like this for you. It's going to look like this for you. So you're going to go in, this is what it's going to look like. You have all these lessons, tests to do. Okay. And I'm going to click on, let's try this one, infinite limits. So I'm just going to click on this one, since I haven't started it yet. If you want to see, and I don't think I can move this right now, but if you want to see the instruction, right here underneath my beautiful face, it says view related instruction. So if you want to see the instruction first, click on that. Some of it is video instruction, which is great. Some of it is text. So more like a textbook. So you can go through, you can look at the text, and right here, again, I've got some poor placement on my screen. I don't know if I can fix it without being difficult. There's a little blue circle here, and this is where you can ask for technical computer help. So that's where that is. Okay, and I guess I'm going to have to go back here. So I can do some practice problems. Maybe it'll let me. May not, because I've already done the question, so I'm having some trouble with that. I'll get rid of me. All right, so you should still be able to see or hear me. So here's a question. I am going to guess. I got it wrong. Here's some instruction. And so it does tell you the correct answer. It does give you some instruction of, okay, here's what you were supposed to do. Here's the correct answer. Here's what your answer was. Try again. And then you can keep going. And you keep trying. So I'm having terrible luck here because I'm just guessing. But eventually it is going to, eventually I would get it right and I would move on from there. But it would start to revert back to older stuff to review. So that's what it looks like. I recommend that if you click on review related instruction first, that's helpful. If you go to the question first and you say, I have no idea what I'm doing here, right here it says more instruction. So if you click on the problems and say start, yep, let me practice this, I think I got it. Nope, never mind, I don't know how to do this. Click here on more instruction. And it says here that clicking on more instruction will not add more problems. It's just going to give you the instruction. So that's how you access the material.